Hello, it's Shilpi's voice. A few years ago, a dear friend had shared this poem titled The Awakening. The author is unknown. Right after reading it the very first time, I had felt this strong urge to voice it my way. It's true, everything has its own time to happen. So on this Women's Day 2019, I finally recorded my gift to you, dear women. I salute all those awakened women who resonate deeply with each and every emotion in this poem. Happy Women's Day to you, and happy listening to Shilpi's voice. A time comes in your life when you finally realize, amidst all your fears and insanity, you stop dead in your tracks. And the voice inside your head cries out, enough. Enough of fighting, crying, and struggling to hold on. And like a child calming down after a blind tantrum, your sobs subside. You shudder once or twice, blink back your tears, and through the mantle of wet lashes, you begin to look at the world with new eyes. This is the awakening. You realize it's time to stop hoping, waiting for something to change, for happiness or for safety and security to come galloping over the next horizon. You come to terms with the fact that he's not Prince Charming and you're not Cinderella, and that in the real world, there aren't always fairy tale endings or beginnings for that matter. Any hope of happily ever after must begin with you, and in the process, you can feel the sense of serenity being born of acceptance. You awaken to the fact that you're not perfect, and not everyone will forever love, appreciate, or approve of who or what you are. That's okay. Everyone to their own. You learn that people don't always say what they mean, or mean what they say, and not everyone will always be there for you. And realize it's not always about you. And you begin to sift through all that crap you have been fed about how you should behave, how you should look, and how much you should weigh, what you should wear and where you should shop, and what you should drive, how and where you should live, and what you should do for a living, who you should sleep with, who you should marry, and what you should expect of a marriage, the importance of having and raising children, or what you owe your parents. You realize that it is truly in giving that we receive, and that there is power and glory in creating and contributing, and you stop maneuvering through life merely as a consumer looking for your next fix. You learn that principles such as honesty and integrity are not outdated ideals of a bygone era, but the mortar that holds together the foundation upon which you must build a life. You learn that you don't know everything. It's not your job to save the world, and that you can't teach a pig to sing. You learn to distinguish between guilt and responsibility, and the importance of setting boundaries and learning to say no. You learn that the only cross to bear is the one you choose to carry, and that martyrs get burnt at the stake. Then you learn about love, romantic love and familiar love, how to love and when to walk away. You learn not to project your needs or your feelings onto a relationship. You learn that you will not be more beautiful, more intelligent, more lovable or important because of the man on your arm or the child that bears your name. Again, it is truly in giving that we receive what better than love. You learn to look at relationships as they really are and not as you would have them be. You stop trying to control people, situations, and outcomes. You learn that just as people grow and change, so it is with love. And you learn that you don't have the right to demand love on your terms just to make you happy. And you learn that alone does not mean lonely. And you look in the mirror and come to terms with the fact that you will never be a size 5 or a perfect 10. And you stop trying to compete with the image inside your head and agonizing over how you stack up. You come to realize that you deserve to be treated with love, kindness, sensitivity, and respect, and you won't settle for less. And you allow only the hands of a lover who cherishes you to glorify you with his touch. And in the process, you internalize the meaning of self-respect. And you learn that your body really is your temple. And you begin to care for it and treat it with respect. You begin eating a balanced diet, drinking more water, and taking more time to exercise. You learn that fatigue diminishes the spirit and can create doubt and fear. So you take more time to rest. And just as food fuels the body, laughter fuels the soul. So you take more time to laugh and to play. You learn that for the most part in life, you get what you believe you deserve. And in that much, life truly is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You learn that anything worth achieving is worth working for. And that wishing for something to happen is different from working towards making it happen. More importantly, you learn that in order to achieve success, you need direction, discipline, and perseverance. You also learn that no one can do it all alone, and that it's okay to ask for help. You learn to fight for your life and not to squander it away living under a cloud of impending doom. You learn that life isn't always fair. You don't always get what you think you deserve, and that sometimes bad things happen to unsuspecting good people. On these occasions, you learn not to personalize things. You learn that God isn't punishing you or failing you to answer your prayers. It's just life happening. And you learn to deal with evil in its most primal state, the ego. You learn that negative feelings such as anger, envy, and resentment must be understood and redirected, or they will suffocate the life out of you and poison the universe that surrounds you. You learn to admit when you're wrong and to build bridges instead of walls. You learn to be thankful and to take comfort in many of the simple things we take for granted. Things that millions of people upon the earth can only dream about. A full refrigerator, clean running water, a soft warm bed, a long hot shower. Slowly, you begin to take responsibility for yourself, by yourself, and to make yourself a promise never to betray yourself and to never ever settle for less than your heart's desire. And you hang a wind chime outside your window so you can listen to the wind. And you make it a point to keep smiling, to keep trusting, and to stay open to every wonderful possibility. Finally, with courage in your heart and with God by your side, you take a stand. You take a deep breath and you begin to design the life you want to live as best as you can.